As a longtime Dragon Ball fan and a devoted admirer of Vegeta, I initially approached Dragon Ball DAIMA with cautious optimism. Early episodes seemed to cement my fears. The Saiyan Prince, known for his iconic arcs of triumph and failure, appeared relegated to a secondary role, far removed from the gripping spotlight he often demands. However, in classic Dragon Ball fashion, Akira Toriyama and the series' creative team blindsided me in the best possible way. Through its surprising twists, poignant characterization, and understated brilliance, Dragon Ball DAIMA has proven to be an unexpected triumph for Vegeta, reminding us why he remains one of the franchise's most compelling and dynamic characters. Vegeta's enduring complexity in Dragon Ball. Vegeta has always stood apart from the rest of the Dragon Ball cast. Unlike Goku, whose journey epitomizes the heroic ideal, Vegeta thrives on struggle, growth, and self-redemption. His trajectory throughout Dragon Ball Z is a roller coaster of highs and devastating lows, allowing Cell to achieve perfection, falling under Babiddi's influence as Majin Vegeta, and ultimately sacrificing himself in one of the series' most iconic moments. This duality is what makes Vegeta special. His failures cut deeper than most, but his triumphs shine brighter because of the adversity he overcomes. In DAIMA, Toriyama rekindles this complexity, subtly weaving Vegeta's growth into a story that seemed, at first, to sideline him. A rough start that felt all too familiar. When DAIMA opened with Vegeta seemingly relegated to a comedic B-team consisting of Bulma and Piccolo, I couldn't help but roll my eyes. Was this another case of Vegeta serving as the punching bag to boost Goku's inevitable triumphs? Even Vegeta's brief moments of heroism, such as the now iconic nightclub fight scene, felt like fleeting glimmers of his potential rather than sustained focus. Episode after episode passed, with Vegeta left grappling not with formidable foes, but with literal transportation issues. It felt like his presence was being reduced to an afterthought, a supporting role with little meaningful contribution to the central plot. And then came Episode 11, the turning point, Vegeta's redemption. At first, Episode 11 seemed to confirm the worst fears of Vegeta fans. After finally reuniting with Goku's team, Vegeta was quickly defeated in what felt like an anticlimactic fight, setting up yet another scenario where Goku would swoop in to save the day. But what initially appeared to be yet another slight to Vegeta's character turned out to be a masterstroke of storytelling. By Episode 12, we witnessed Vegeta at his finest, bouncing back from apparent defeat, embracing the flaws that define him, and ultimately unlocking the coveted Super Saiyan 3 transformation. Unlike Goku's emotionally charged Super Saiyan transformations or Gohan's cathartic awakening to SSJ2, Vegeta's ascension was a quiet, almost unassuming revelation. It wasn't grandiose or drenched in melodrama. It was raw determination, born of solitude and self-discipline. Why Vegeta's SSJ3 was perfect for DAIMA. Some fans might criticize Vegeta's Super Saiyan 3 transformation as fan service, but it felt undeniably true to his character. Historically, Vegeta's transformations have always eschewed traditional Dragon Ball spectacle. His first Super Saiyan transformation against the androids was a matter-of-fact demonstration of his training. Similarly, his evolution to Super Saiyan Blue lacked fanfare, emphasizing his internal drive over external validation. Vegeta doesn't need an epic moment of catharsis to grow stronger. He achieves his transformations not out of emotional breakthroughs, but because he refuses to rest on his laurels. His pursuit of power isn't about impressing others, it's about proving himself to himself. This theme carried beautifully into his Super Saiyan 3 transformation. It was emblematic of his evolution as a character, not just in terms of raw power, but in emotional maturity and self-awareness. Vegeta in DAIMA, a new chapter of growth. Dragon Ball DAIMA does something remarkable with Vegeta. It stays true to his roots while demonstrating how far he's come. He's no longer the proud, arrogant warrior who clings to past glories. Instead, he's a mature and self-reflective fighter, comfortable working as part of a team yet still driven to better himself. By sidelining him in the early episodes, DAIMA afforded the series time to introduce new characters and plot lines without overwhelming viewers. And by having Vegeta rebound in spectacular fashion later in the series, DAIMA emphasized the recurring theme of Vegeta's greatest strength, his ability to thrive after failure. Vegeta's future in Dragon Ball. If DAIMA has taught us anything, it's that Vegeta's arc is far from over. His progression in Dragon Ball Super, where he evolved into a family-oriented, selfless hero, carried seamlessly into DAIMA, culminating in one of his most satisfying power-ups to date. Vegeta's story reminds fans that resilience and humility are just as important as raw strength, and that growth is an ongoing process, even for a Saiyan prince. As a Vegeta fan, I couldn't be happier to have been wrong about DAIMA. It's not just another chapter in the Dragon Ball saga, it's a love letter to Vegeta's enduring complexity and one of the best tributes to his character in years.